Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Tuesday. Yesterday was my day off, but I didn't spend the day at home like I usually would on a day off. We had an eclipse viewing party from church. Well, it was more of a event with someone giving a science talk. That someone happened to be my husband. And then the pastor gave a message, and then we had hot dogs and we watched what we could of the eclipse. It was very cloudy, so I said we had an early warning system because as soon as the clouds started to drift away from the sun, and the sun would start to peek through, you'd hear this woo from the crowd. And then I'd like pick up my glasses and put them on quick. And look up, oh, okay, I see a little sliver of it. And then you'd hear this, oh, as the clouds drifted over, like, okay, back to work. So we were there from 12:30 till around 3:30. I took a craft bag with me. I took yellow yarn, leftover yarn from my butter lambs, and a hook and stuffing, and that was it. I didn't take scissors. Oh, by the way, today is a messy bun, get it done day, so to distract from the messy hair, I am wearing my skein of yarn earrings that my friend Joanna made for me. So thank you, Joanna. I'm wearing your earrings. Okay, so I took yellow yarn. I took this very fuzzy yarn. It's a Giovanni yarn that I got in a yarn gift from somebody. I got a lot of it. I still have a lot of it left. And a strand of baby sport weight yarn. Held those two together. And while I was there, I made the body of 3 ducks. One, I finished off completely. Just got all the way to the decreases on the head and just left a string to draw it closed. The other 2, I got to the final decrease and I left maybe a yard or so of yarn so that I could do the final decreases. That way I could get down in there and put in safety eyes. Okay, so I finished 3 chick bodies while I was at the event. Came home. It was like 50 in the 50s, and I had on 2 shirts and then a sweatshirt. My feet were getting so cold from being, sitting in a chair with my feet out of the cold ground. Came home, cuddled up under a couple of blankets, and went to work finishing them up. Let's see, this was the first one I finished. So to finish them up, I had to make the nose, the feet, and the wings, and then you attach the white yarn at the top, and then change to red to make the cap. So these are the mushroom ducks. This was the first one I made. Whoop, 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 whoop. And you can push it down one way for sort of a jaunty cap. You can be a little more careful about pushing it down straight. It's a cute little bloop, 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 bloop. It's almost like a fidget toy. Okay, so I finished him up. And then I had the one where I had already closed it up. So on him, I embroidered eyes. So his wings are a little further back than the other guys because the eyes took up more space. I probably should have made the eyes a little bit tighter, like a little sharper with the up and down of the stitch there. So I finished him up, and then I stayed up until almost midnight, finishing up the third one. This guy's, I think I like the bigger eyes better. These are 12-point eyes, and the 9-point. I'll be right back. Here we go. Okay. 12. Let's get his head on straight so you can actually see the eyes. 12 point, 9 point. So I do think I like the 12 point better. So I got that. I got them finished. This morning I took pictures of them and I put them up in an Etsy listing. So that counts for 1 point on my April goals. I had a goal of putting up 5 new Etsy listings, and that was one of them. So I also finished yesterday before we left the Ballerina Kitten. Oops, sorry. This is a free pattern on Instagram by _crochet_cave. I will put that up there. Before we left, all I had left to do on this cutie, let's see, can we get her back a little further so she shows completely? Or I could just put a picture of her in the light box right there. All I had to do was sew on her dress straps, sew on her headband, and sew on her little bow. I got everything else done on Monday. So I got her finished. And I got pictures of her. This doesn't count as a new Etsy listing because I did have the listing ongoing, and it was just no ready to ships, just the custom order left. So she's already up on Etsy. I'm on a roll. So this morning I don't have to go to work. I'm only working 1 day a week now. I'm only working Wednesdays unless something comes up, if the young lady replacing me gets sick or goes on vacation or something like that. So I have the whole day to get stuff done. I do need to go grocery shopping. That's on my list. In fact, I need to go out and type up my list by department so that it's easier. Like when I'm in the produce department, make sure I get everything on the produce list, and when I'm in the dairy department, make sure I get everything in the dairy. Go shopping. I already started my next project. One of my April goals was to make another ankylosaurus, and I've got the head done. I was just about to start the body when I was like, nope, I gotta go make a video and get some laptop work done and get out to do some grocery shopping, and I can work on this later today. I'm going to take my mystery yarn challenge yarns out to my chair and cast on, see Shannon? Cast on my, oh dear, emotional support chicken. I didn't sleep well last night. So words are sort of, it's like, okay, the words like right out of reach. I just have to grab that word. Okay, start my emotional support chicken. I say start. Shannon says cast on. Okay, this is to remind myself, when I get to this point in the video, if I haven't done it yet, I've got to pause, go to the laptop, and get that picture. Because when I sent for last month's Mystery Yarn Challenge yarn to Shannon, I sent her a vintage Red Heart Super Saver ombre. It's sort of a tiger ombre, I'd say, because it was orange, yellow, orange, brown. And I said to her that I had made something for my daughter, a poncho, in that yarn. Well, actually, I made an American Girl doll poncho and hat set. And I found a picture of it. I need to put it in here and tag Shannon. Problem is I haven't saved it to my computer yet. I have to go in the laptop, save it to the laptop, and then email it to my phone, download it to my phone, and then I can add it. Because I cannot do screenshots on my phone. I looked up the instructions and it says press the volume button and the power button simultaneously. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. One of these days I'm going to get a new phone. Hopefully then I can do screenshots. So I'm going to start a few new projects today. Oh man, I'm starting to come up with so many ideas now that I have more time, and I'm doing a little better with time management, getting my to-do list cleared a little better each day. So I'm like, oh, I have to make stuff with my Temu yarn and do some Temu reviews. I did get accepted into the Temu influencer program. So I have a package of Temu yarn and a Temu craft bag, one of these big tote bags that has all the pockets on the sides, and I got it in purple. I'm excited about this. So once that comes, I'm going to do like the unboxing video and make something with each of the yarns and do a video on that. And I'm excited about this. Like, whoa, they let me join their program. I had filled out forms for several different yarn companies and all this to, okay, hey, if you want to send me yarn, I will design something using your yarn. And most of them were like, nah, we're not interested. You're not big enough. You just, you don't have enough subscribers. You don't have enough followers. Yada yada yada. But Temu was very generous in saying, sure, we'll send you some. You show us that you are going to show your followers, and then we'll consider sending you some more. Like, okay, this is fun. This sounds like fun. One of the things I need to do is make one of the Temu kit items that I got, or grab some of my Temu yarn that I got and make something. Even with being semi-retired, even with only working 1 day per week, there just aren't enough hours in the day. And I have a craft show on Saturday. Although, as I said, I'm leaving everything in the bags from last week. So I will just be putting everything into the car. I'll try to add a little bit more. I'll stuff the bags a little fuller. And like Ballerina Kitty that I just finished this week, those have a history of selling very quickly at craft shows. Usually the first or second craft show that I take it to, it'll sell. So she's going. And I think that having a little lineup of mushroom ducks, actually, that could go as a duck or a chicken, I think. Just the way that it's the fuzzy yellow yarn. It could be a duckling or a chick. So, okay. It is 11:11, so I have time to edit this and do a couple things on the laptop, have some lunch, and then I'm going out shopping. So, that's it for now. The ducks say bye-bye. And so do I.